Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name's Dustin, and this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Welcome back to episode 3 of Career Mode using On-Air Airline Manager. I've done a couple of flights behind the scenes here, and we've got one big change that's happened. We have a new aircraft. So I flew back to our original home base over at First Flight Airport and traded out our Skyhawk for a SR22 here. It's not in the best condition, but its payload is much higher, so we can get more bang for our buck here, I think. Let's see details really quick. Let me show you what we're working with here. All right, so the price per hour is $300 an hour, which is pretty steep, to be honest with you. So we've got to make it worth it. We've got to make our trips count here. So we're going to try something new. Let's go to Find Jobs. And the pending jobs. You can see we're back at our original airport. And these are our level 2 jobs. Our level 2 missions. There's a lot of cargo here. And so we're going to try to get as many stops as we can along the way. I don't know if this is possible or not. So what I'd like to do is take off here from Kitty Hawk from Kill Devil Hills. First Flight Airport, and I'd like to hit this stop first at NCO1, and then I'd like to take off again and go down here to Plymouth Municipal. I think that'd be a really cool trip to do. Both of them are pretty small airports, and so let's see what we got here. Let's see, I've never done this before. I've never tried to load cargo this way. So there's going to be a lot in the cargo, right? All right, so we got to go back and look. What's the, maybe I'll just do it this way. What is the, is this Plymouth Municipal? Maybe, so if we're taking off from there, it's got to be this one? Yes. Okay. So the last thing we want to do is load the wrong, this one. Good. Oh gosh, can we fit it?
Hi guys, this is post-edit Dustin. I'm about to discover that we can't do what we wanted to do. We can't take those 2 packages over to those 2 airports because we'll be overweight. So it took me about 10 minutes to figure it out, but we're going to take 2 packages up to Virginia instead. So I'm sparing you the trouble, and we're just going to skip ahead, Brother Maynard, to when I figure that out.
All right, so I did some research, and as long as we don't pick the ones that are kilo and uniform, those are the 2 furthest away. Echo, the one that ends in Echo here is in the middle. So we're going to pick the one that ends in Echo, and then the heavier one, I think. Yes, that does us good. 54 nautical miles. Might as well top off with some fuel here, right? How much fuel can we... I guess fuel doesn't weigh a whole lot, huh? At least not in this context. So let's just bump it up to 30%. I am quite scarred after the last time we ran out of fuel, so we're going to make sure that that does not happen again. All right, we're finished here. Should be good to go. Let's go ahead and add that. Very good. All right, let's go back into Flight Sim and let's go ahead and take off. Let's go ahead and do small ramp. We'll show the startup process for this aircraft and we'll get in the sky. All righty, we are back. We are cold and dark here. Ooh, some lag right off the bat. That's okay. Things are a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and pull up our checklist here. Our engine start checklist. Parking brake is set. Okay, battery switches are going to be these guys, right? Battery switch. Okay. On strobe light, set to on. Mixture is already at rich. Very good. Scroll on down. Fuel, power lever full forward. We've made that happen. Fuel pump prime, then boost. So we'll set to prime, then to boost, and we're going to go power open a 4th, and quickly up to the ignition here. There we go. Power's coming back. Oil pressure's in the green. Very good. And we're gonna we can probably turn that off, huh? Oh, come on. Let me click it. Why let me click? Yes, but we don't need to be on boost anymore. Ignition, we've done this. We've done this. Oh, avionics. Yep. Okay. Do we need alternator? Yep. That's what I thought would be next. And then avionics are on. We're going to turn. We have strobe light on. We're going to turn nav lights on. We're going to turn pitot heat on so it stops yelling at me. And we're going to turn landing lights on. Very good. Let me just double check, make sure we start this track. Very important.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and taxi on out to the runway, and I will see you there. Man, it feels good to be back at the home base operations here, so we're going to go ahead and get up on this runway and make some magic happen, I think. Taking off the wrong way, but maybe not. I can't really see that windsock. Engines powering up. We're going to make sure trim looks good. There we go. We are airborne. We've got a nice positive
Airborne
rate.
time locked.
If we had gear, we'd pull it up. We don't. We haven't gotten quite that far yet. Trimming down just a little. Nose is a little high. Overcast, not the best weather today, but it'll be okay. Rolling out as speed increases. We're going to still trim down a little. We're going to pull the flaps up. We've got about a 20-minute flight here. I think it's going to be a little less than that. The time's going down real quick there in the top right corner of the avionics there. But we're going to go ahead and climb on up. We're going to set some autopilot here. And I will see you at cruising altitude. This is my favorite part of the game. There's an actual real-world aircraft behind us here. You can see him right there. Tail number, or flight number, November 282 Sierra Tango. And we can look that number up on a flight tracking website. Flight tracker. And we can see what kind of aircraft it is and where it's going. It's a Piper Malibu. His cruising speed is 100, and his speed right now is 116 miles per hour. He is currently flying to Dare County Regional, which is just behind us, from Leesburg Regional, up in looks like Northern Virginia. So very cool to have that traffic there. He'll be, you can see him back there blinking. He's going to be landing at that airport back over there. Very, very cool to have that as part of the game. I love finding the flights and tracking them and seeing who else is up here in the sky with me. It's definitely a pleasurable part of the game. That being said, we're up at cruising altitude for our flight here today. It's not a very long flight at all. So we're going to hold it. Ooh, I didn't mean to trim there. We're going to hold it right here at about 4,000 feet. Got about 12 minutes left on the flight here, and that time's going down pretty substantially. So we'll update you in just a second when we hit top of descent. Alrighty, we are getting there, about 3 minutes out. We're going to go ahead and check the wind. I think it's this button. Yeah, wind. There we go. Option 3 gives us the most information. 8 at 26. 8 at 26. What's the runway heading? Is it 26? That is going to be darn near a crosswind landing. We're going to need to come up and land this way, I think. Come from the northwest. Maybe not. We're heading pretty much north right now. Yeah, I think northwest is best, but it's almost a straight crosswind at 8 knots, which is not too bad, but definitely something to keep in mind here. as we start to approach our destination here. So again, we're about 2 minutes out. Closing in on 1,500 feet. Got another minute to go on our descent here. And we'll aim for... We never did set the altitude. We'll stop it at 1,000. And we'll be good to go. Alright, we just disengaged autopilot. We're going to go ahead and turn on a downwind here. Airport's right in front of us. Turn on a nice downwind and come back around here. At least what we hope to be a downwind. I encourage you to come join us on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Saturday, and sometimes a few days in between. I stream a lot of the on-air stuff that you see here. I also stream a ton of viewer requests. If there's somewhere you've always wanted to go in the world, now is a fantastic time to visit that in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if I can be your facilitator for your journey, I'd love to do it. Here we are turning base to final. This thing doesn't turn quite like a 172 does, that's for sure. Bringing the power back a little so we can drop some flaps. We might be okay. Yeah, we don't really have a view on it yet.
Wind 270 at 6 knots.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, came out way early. I was very wrong on overshooting. But I was okay on altitude. Yeah, right here is pretty much a headwind. Quite turbulent too. Go ahead, drop 1 notch of flaps. That'll be landing flaps. And this is our first stop of 2 on this journey. First stop at 2. There we go. Looking good. Fixed our approach. We're going to crab just a little here. I'll go outside view so you can see. There's just a little bit of a crab going on. So right before we touch down, we'll pitch just a bit of rudder in there. Kick the rudder, and
Landing
there
time
we go.
logged. Landed at Kilo November Fox Echo, Fentress NALF.
Very good. I actually think that we can turn it around right here. If she can turn around. G-Force XS, what are you talking about? I don't know what this game's talking about. We're going to go taxi over here. We're going to drop the cargo off and then continue on our way to our next destination. So we'll come over here and shut her down and hop back in the air here for part 2 of this journey.